exclusion as well. Joshua Isles was outstanding with an outside shot. Time for them to step up. They're happy to. Jack Fodor, he hasn't played too much time. Maybe he's been unwell. He's certainly a fast swimmer as he wins the first possession for Queensland at the start of the third quarter. It's Fraser Dogood with the ball. The Barracuda boy plays it across to Kyle Little. Isaac Kyle Little, do good. Kyle Little, they move laterally, trying to shift the goalie. The defense will now hit. Bonza wasn't ready for them. In that type of attack, you've got to be ready at centre forward. Your timing of your explosiveness onto the ball is key. He's a youngster, Bonza. He'll learn. He's a big boy. But the youth are up the pool very quickly under the guidance of John Fox, the legendary player and coach. Captain, former captain of Australia, the Aussie Sharks. All right, the youth team in attack. What do they got? Nice ball into sitting centre forward, but he couldn't get control of that ball in Rathbone. Thomas Rathbone. All right. Josh Isles. Yeah, you need to fill the first line. That's what Ozachuk wants from his team. You can't camp it halfway. That's no good. You're playing to the trap with the defense. You've got to engage the defense close to the goals. He's giving a lot of his big guns a rest. Ozachuk is next time this. Oh, Bonza just couldn't hold that ball. Player management, that's what he's got, is Ozachuk, as he can finish the game strong. He's got on the bench Berahulak, Valentine, McDonald, some of his big players with this team in the water at the moment, holding strong, which is good. Their goalkeeper, one of the best in the country, Noah Bright, will be instrumental today in this game as the youth team feed it into the sitting centre forward. Nice crash back coming from Josh Isles. He scored a cracker earlier. He's on his game today. He's loving it. He's a big match player. He's a confidence player. You just got to give him that confidence and he will repay you. Some coaches forget about that and how they can bring the best out of some quiet achievers, and Isles is certainly one. He played very, very well in Premier League. Looking for do good as the driving sitting centre forward. Bonza on the outside. I know he can shoot. Set up and back yourself. Running out of time. Hasn't watched the clocks. It's a crucial thing, and Ozachuk cannot believe it that they didn't get a shot away. And down the pool come the youth team. The cavalry is coming. Fodor in defense, looking for the penalty. Oh, that is outstanding water polo from the number 11, Ryan Goldschmidt. Just brilliant. Maybe something that Josh Isles can learn from that situation, because you always can. He should have maybe given away a penalty. If he give away a penalty, he takes one of his lives. Yes, every player has 3 lives. But it would have brought in a shooting situation one-on-one with Noah Bright. You would back him all the way. He's a great goalkeeper, one of the best in Australia, as I say. But here we are, 5-3 in the third quarter. The youth team are very dangerous. You can't give them a sniff. Now he's got some big players in Berahulak and Valentine. Valentine on 3 exclusions, and he gets exclusion for him off the ball. He's a sneaky, savvy player. He's watched a lot of Billy Miller and Reese Howden in his growing up days. All right, here we go. Queensland on the extra man. Berahulak rockets one into the back of the net. He is back, Marcus Berahulak. He buries one for Queensland. They desperately needed that, the Queenslanders, against the Aussie youth team. Alex Ozachuk will be happy with Berahulak. It's expected of him, definitely. Like I said, USC and Jeremy Davey and head coaches over there in the NCAAs, they're always looking for players, and they know that is a great breeding ground here in Australia. Joel Denley came through that. Jeremy Davies himself came through that. The 2 Edwards boys, just Nick Porter, all playing for USC Trojans. And what a number of NCAAs have the mighty Trojans. If you ever get a chance to watch their games, they have a brass band playing in the grandstand. Their atmosphere is just outstanding. All right, here we go with their number 3 in Gilchrist. Feeds it in. Oh, that's an exclusion, probably against the goalie. No, it's against number 12. Okay. That was well played into the sitting centre forward. He did very, very well. Did the youngster, number 12, Rathbone. Oh, dropped the ball. Lucas Young. Oh, that's great defence from Queensland. Rattled the attack and won possession. Very, very good. Foxy won't be too happy with his team on that occasion. His assistant is Phil Howden, the great Phil Howden, Great Britain centre forward. He has done a lot of time watching his kids play water polo, Reese and BJ, for this very club, the Barracudas. Came across from Great Britain with Chris Harrison and co. They played. Harrison went on to play for Australia, the former CEO of Australian water polo. All right, here we are. It is Queensland on attack on this extra man. They're trying to shift the defence. They're not doing too well at the moment. The defence of the youth team is very good, and Fodor takes on the blocker down the line after 3 balks. Won't be too happy with that. Jack Dwyer, very good in defence. Foxy will be over the moon in their defensive efforts. Sporting some fancy shades is Foxy in his retirement. Okay, down deep. Jack French. He's a Barracuda boy. Frenchie, who feeds the ball in. Wow, Jack French. Probably would be playing for Queensland, Jack French, but he feeds a magnificent ball into the driving number 6, Ben Lucas. He's very dangerous. He's Ben Lucas, and he threads one past Noah Bright. Nothing phases Noah Bright. Five goals to 4. Alex Ozachuk losing his voice. The passion of Ozachuk. He's done a heck of a lot of coaching work. Assistant to 2 bronze medals with the Aussie Stingers under Greg McFadden. All right, here we go. Berahulak, he moves laterally, opens his angle. Whoa, replay of that was just fantastic. Very tough to move to your shooting arm, so you're moving onto your shooting arm. It's easy to move laterally away from your shooting arm, but he opened his angle, took the blocker away, and beat the blocker under his arm away from the outstretched Jack Dwyer. It's a very important goal. Berahulak, 3 for the game. Okay, here we go. Okay, what do we got? Trying to get Isaac Carl-Little back in the pool. He thought he was out. Thought the referee, Alex Ozachuk, called him out. 250. Bright comes out to steal. He was lucky. The youth team wanted that ball as Ozachuk shouts with passion on the pool deck to get his boys up the pool. Kobe Jennison in possession of the ball. Needs a cross pass onto Carl Little. Waiting, is in the space. Jennison doesn't give it to him. Opts to slow it down. Josh Isles, he can shoot a ball. Take it up, back to South. No, he passes it back to Jennison. Sitting centre forward is McDonald. They feed it into him. Not the greatest of passes. Gets a favour from the referee on that occasion. He worked hard to do it. There we go. They're going to throw it in the corner and do. Because the youth boys in Jack French, or Frenchie, the Barracuda UQ Water Polo Club now, goes in attack. It was good watching of the clock from the youngster, Frenchie. Nice drive coming on the outside. This will be the exact same play. Inside 2 meters. No, it's not. The lefty puts one into the back of the net. That was excellent play by Ben Lucas. The lefty for the youth team. Very same play. Jack French onto Lucas. The attack just previous to this. 6 goals to 5. You can feel the tension on Ozachuk. John Fox, cool, calm and collected. He is always cool, calm and collected. And he's taken the Aussie team, and no one will ever forget how close he came to beating the mighty Serbia, knocking them out of the Olympic Games in a quarter-final in London. Wow. The Serbians wanted nothing of it in the second half of the game, and I think it was a 6 or 7 unanswered game, or 7-1 goals against the Aussies. But it's just water polo, playing to the death. They haven't finished on the dais yet, the Aussies. Marcus Berahulak. He's been good on the outside. You certainly want to clamp him down. He's dangerous even on a drive. He's sneaky, savvy. Sitting centre forward now, Berahulak wants a pass from his partner in crime in Valentine. Do good on the outside. Too low. Exclusion gain. Berahulak wants the ball. Doesn't get it. Do good. Holds on the ball. He did very well there. Do good. Right, Valentine. Do good. Medic. Oh, and Medic throws one over the top. Does Orion Medic, and his 3 Queenslanders spat out the back as the youth team are on their bye quickly in attack. In Frenchie, he knows how to get the ball quickly from the goalkeeper. He gets down to the 2 meters, very, very good. Draws the defense, does Jack French. A cross pass onto the lefty, ball into the sitting centre forward, and a penalty is gained. Foxy talks about processes. He will be very happy with that. A great pass from Dwyer. Jack French took the ball, maintained the advantage on the counter-attack, fed it across to Burdak. Burdak into the sitting centre forward of the number 5, and Noah Bright steps up. No, here we go. Medic thought it was a goal. It's no goal. Noah Bright saved it. Thanks very much. He's very good in goals, is Bright. His presence is superb. All right, exclusion gained by the Queenslanders, and it is Alex Ozachuk calling timeout to the young referee Jackie McGurk. Alex Ozachuk, 2004 Olympian, hails from Ukraine, comes through a very tough water polo breeding ground. There's Ozachuk. On the other side, we're focusing on Ozachuk here. He knows how important this extra man power play is, as John Fox will be talking all defense and probably mobile, trying to spoil the attack of Queensland. Who's he got in the water? He'll put on his shooting specialist in extra man situations. We talked about this going live stream. It's great to have this live stream to all subscribers. Selling our game, that's what it's about, our beautiful game of water polo here at the 2022 Summer Slam Series, supported by Queensland Events, and we've got some great sponsors in New Balance and Cap 7 doing great things with bringing colour to water polo. Turbo, Cap 7 from America under Wolf Weigo and co. Brad Schumacher. All right, here we go. Valentine trying to draw the defense. Berahulak. Oh, and he takes a shot from the outside after 3 balks. Maybe that's not what Ozachuk wants, as the national men's coach walks past us in Timmy Hamill. This will be important for the next generation for Timmy Hamill. He'll know a lot of these young players anyway. Looking for the exclusion or penalty. Do good, can't resist. He defended very, very well, did Fraser Do Good on that occasion, giving away a minor foul. Okay, well, last attack it'll be for the youth team. Outside shot coming. No, they're going to run out of time. Great defense by Queensland, who steal possession. 4.6 seconds in the third quarter. Oh, silly play for the number 3. Silly play. He couldn't resist it. Kobe Gilchrist gives Valentine a little boot underwater right in the front of Danny Bartels. It's all about being combative. I understand that as players, but it's about keeping your cool. And Kobe couldn't keep his cool on that occasion. The spotlight was on both of them, in Valentine and Kobe. He's actually lucky, Kobe Gilchrist, that he didn't go for the game. He gave a sneaky boot underwater, and no malice in that. We talked about Tom Hode, had a long chat to him, and it's always nice to touch base with the great state of Western Australia and what they produce in youth players coming through. And he was talking about, you know, the teams in Serbia doing so much time, and we had young Serbian coach talking to us in Marko Marcheta, who Oh, I'm terrible. Novi Sad is the town that he comes from. He was talking about how important juniors are and their programs that they have, and how disciplined they are under their professional coaches in each club, which are supported by the towns. So the towns give money to their club system. It was just fascinating, peeling back the layers of Marco talking about water polo in Serbia. Double Olympic gold medalists they are from Rio and Tokyo 2021 under the great Dejan Savic. They have a high respect for Savic, and he never gets thrown in after a game. You never see him after an Olympic gold medal being thrown in by the players. It's an absolute respect that the players have for him. And we watched at the press conference where 7 players retired. Branislav Mitrovic, we thought was one of them, is a goalkeeper, 2-time Olympic gold medal. He's dedicated himself to the next Olympic cycle, and what an outstanding Olympic Games Mitrovic had for Serbia. But, in the press conference at the retirement of those players, Dejan Savic was in tears, and we'll talk a little bit about Dejan Kontic and Elvis Fadovic as they left the Aussie Sharks program, both in tears in their farewell to the Aussie Sharks. And that is a great win by the Aussie youth team, because the Queenslanders had an extra man had they won that swim-off, but they didn't. Jack Fodor has been very good in his swim-off, but he was beaten on that occasion. So the youth team back to 6-on-6. That was an outstanding shot from Rory McCall on the outside. He beat Noah Bright, and Bright was good on that occasion. He needs to be in this last quarter. They lead by 1, a slender lead to Queensland over the Aussie youth team, coached by John Fox and managed by Phil Howden. Taking over from John Sieben. Hopefully John Sieben gets well soon. Oh, and that's a penalty gain by Berahulak. That combination, Berahulak and Valentine, proving too much for the Aussie youth team. And who's going to take it? Berahulak's up to take it, or is he? He's going to discuss with Valentine. No, Valentine's going to take it. And the youth team will put a bit of pressure on him, a bit of psychological pressure on him. But Valentine needs to score this, and does. He gets up nice and high, elevates that pec, gets the lats involved, rotates fantastic in his shooting motion. The Aussie junior rep is Valentine, just earmarked as a future. Certainly is a future talent, and great to see Queensland producing these young players. So Berahulak and Valentine stepping up as much as they're in front of royalty on the other side. The royalty being Reese Howden, sitting with his daughter, I think it is. Is it his daughter? It's Reese Howden. These youngsters grew up watching Reese Howden in this very pool, Musgrave Park. It's the youth team trailing Queensland by 2. Queensland went down horribly to New South Wales Blue, who dominated 19-3 earlier today. But here we go. The youth team, Gilchrist passing up to Rory McCall. They get an exclusion, move the ball. They want to engage the goalie, make him work hard from the very start of extra man. They got 20 seconds on their extra man. Move the defense, make the goalie, engage the goalie. That is great play. Absolutely a brilliant pop by Maxwell Churchyard. I think it's a great pass from his number 4, Rory McCall. Wow. You heard Raf Sturck, the coach of the Barbarians, in the first work, shouting out, engage, move the goalie, make him work, engage the goalie in defense from your very first pass. Don't let them rest. Get your shot away when the goalie's tired. That was a good play by the Aussie youth team. Here we go. What have Queensland has got to answer that? Berahulak and Powell on the perimeter. Plays it down deep to Fodor. He's lost down deep in that corner. I'd like to see him on the top as the lazy shot comes from Berahulak. Blocked out. Very well blocked out in Maxwell Churchyard. This youth team will be full of energy coming down the final stretch of this game. A very crucial game it is in the rounds between the Aussie Youth Barbarians and Queensland. Valentine on 2 fouls. He doesn't want to give away any fouls. And sit out the rest of the game and go for an early shower. Goldschmidt over to McCall. Down deep to the lefty in Ben Lucas. And Lucas just couldn't get possession of the ball. I think the sun was in his eyes as it sets here in Queensland. Beautiful setting it is here at the Mighty Valley Pool. 5:37 in the fourth quarter, the final quarter. It is Queensland up against the Aussie youth on the perimeter. Nice ball into the sitting centre forward, and he gains another exclusion. Berahulak needs to get out. Exactly. That's, he doesn't want to. You don't want to have one of your power players sitting on the post. He's an outside shooter supreme, is Berahulak. I'd be pressing him, putting a lot of attention on Berahulak. Here we go. He's shifted already, taking the defense right out of it. He's sneaky savvy. He's got a stealth mode, has Berahulak. That's why he's been highly sought after in the American collegiate system. He moved laterally to his right. He wants a break. He's asking the coach for a break as Berahulak. He shifted to his right and rocketed one past Jack Dwyer. He's played well in the cage as a Dwyer, but Berahulak gets out of the water. He's 6'4", 6'5", big boy. He'll step up in the National League for the Queensland Thunder. His coach Alex Ozachuk will definitely give him a lot of game time as Ryan Medic gets a rest as well. His Serbian name is Medic, Ryan Medic. All right, foul on the outside, just a minor foul with 5:05 in the fourth quarter. Queensland 2 over the youth boys. Nice crash back and steal from the number 12 in Sam Powell. Up quick is Queensland. Queensland, Isaac Kyle Little. He's played well, as too as Powell. He's holding up the ball, bringing the defense towards him. Up the pool quick was Fodor, drew the attention, ball into McDonald. Gains an exclusion, very well played by McDonald at centre forward. A number of centre forwards who have played in number 10 cap, none greater than Gavin Woods. For Olympics that Woodsy, Gavin Woods, a greatest centre forward in the game of water polo. All right, it's Queensland on attack and they throw away possession. It's a stat that all coaches look at, our conversion rate on extra man. And Frenchie, here we go. He's going to deliver a pass. He knows how to do that. Oh, he doesn't do it very well on this occasion. He is a Queenslander. And that's a foul inside, a minor foul. He was good earlier, and that's an exclusion from Dugood. He didn't need to give too much heavy muscle on the back of the sitting centre forward, the number 12 from the youth team in Rathbone. He's good as well, is young Rathbone. 4-2 formation, bringing around their number 1. It's his Frenchie. Here we go. Jack French plays it onto the sliding post of Gilchrist. That was very well played by Kobe Gilchrist. Opened his angle, slid to his right as he was receiving the ball, and then bounced one past Noah Bright in the cage. They are back, down by 1, 3:56. And Alex Ozachuk trying to get the best out of some of his top players, and one of them is Fodor. He needs Fodor to be in here for the last bit of the game. It might be under the weather a bit, Jack Fodor. He's sucking in deep as he sits on the bench. All right, Queensland, 3:46. Berahulak, he's had a little bit of a break after a great goal in the last attack for Queensland. They'll attract attention, will Valentine and Berahulak, as they do. There we go, down deep. Nice ball into the sitting centre forward. McDonald just couldn't get his grip on the ball, and outstretched hand by Danny Bartels gives him every indication that that's what happened. All right, the youth team, they're coming down the finish line at pace. Can Queensland hold on to their slender 1-goal lead? Nice inside drive coming on Queensland. The youth team sitting 2 centre forwards, rushing their attack. And it's not a 2-metre, it can't be 2-metre. It hit the upright. But referee, as the final say, Alex Ozachuk not too happy with that call. It hit the upright and gathered by Noah Bright. They need to play in them now. Forget about that. Just can't get his grip on that ball, and Berahulak gets a nice right hand out as the ball comes in quickly to Noah Bright. It's exciting stuff here into the last 2:51 on the game clock. Up the pool with a Valentine. Close at hand will be Berahulak coming up at point. And McDonald sitting center forward. He's dangerous, isolated one-on-one. He's caused a drop coming from Gilchrist. As Berahulak slides to his left. He wants the ball. Here we go. Ball down deep. Trying to get the ball into center forward. Gains a minor foul inside from Valentine. They're going to run out of time. Oh, they force a shot. McDonald picks it up. Oh! As I blow the mic away with my excitement, McDonald needed to put that away. And he gains an exclusion off the ball. Here we go, Queensland. The pendulum has shifted. The crowd is here. They are cheering in the grandstand here at Musgrave Park Pool. They've got to be calm and collected. The cavalry's arriving. It's only they're a player down. One's coming up slow. They knew how important that last defense was. Valentine opening his angle after the foul. He gets the hand up. He could shoot. No, he doesn't. There we go. Balances the call, and it's a turnover off the ball. Danny Bartels pins Berahulak. Berahulak's gone. His second exclusion, his major. Silly. Just questioning the referee's call. Didn't need to. We talk about giving away soft exclusions. On that occasion, Berahulak's gone. Is that his third? Yeah, he's gone for the game. He's out on the red flag is shown. It's a very major play. Berahulak, can his team hang on? They need to step up to the plate. He needs to get to the corner quickly. 7 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Gilchrist! Queensland in possession. The big centre forward gets his mitt up and gets a block up. Now Queensland, they need to just slow this down. Foxy knew how important that was. Gilchrist got blocked out on that power play or extra man. Here comes Do Good. Josh Isles waiting for the team. Do Good. Isles, he scored a cracker earlier. Up to the top. Here we go. Oh, he drops possession of the youth team. We're going on attack. He still gains it. Throw it away. And that's a turnover. No exclusion gained. And he is. He's gone to the corner. Number 12. The youth team are up. 2-on-1. Here we go. Noah Bright. The cavalry in defense. Oh, he throws it over the top. As everybody is out their seat, they can't believe it. He threw it over the top. That's a crucial shot gone. The youngster, all he needed to do was beat Noah Bright. Noah Bright was a man mountain in front of him. Berahulak's out for the game. He's trying to encourage Fodor to get back in. They need to control the game. Oh, this is an entertaining game. Queensland hang on by a thread. 8-7. Wow. There was a shot missed by the centre forward who picked up the scraps in McDonald. He threw the ball wide. Anyway, Foxy, I'm sure will have a cunning plan on how to steal the ball back from Queensland. It'll be a press and steal. Their counter-attack went the other way. 6s and 7s on the last attack by Queensland. Pressure got to a few players. Anyway, they got out of jail. Fodor back in the water. He needs to stay in for his team. Who else has he got in? Jennison, he's smart. Kyle Little, he's in. Do Good. Fodor. Manage going to sit centre forward. 52 seconds. The game is on. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Foxy will want to defend this out as Medic works hard off the ball. Works over Rory McCall. They want no exclusions against him because he knows he's got some time banked as Foxy, and he'll probably have a timeout and a special move. Valentine loses possession. Foxy up the pool. It's a 2-on-1. Oh my goodness, the same situation. The cavalry is chasing Jennison. He's got to be quick. Does he give away a penalty? He does. It's okay. He was outside. No, I wasn't sure going crazy, but it's a penalty. This will be interesting. 8-7 with 25 seconds on the clock. Told you Foxy would have a sneaky plan up his sleeve, and his youth team were out the blocks very quick in that defense. Okay, Noah Bright up against Rory McCall, pressure on McCall and Bright in this situation. You never see Bright rattled in the cage for Queensland. He's going to come out and... Wow, I don't know the ramifications of a draw. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Ozachuk. He knows his team needs to score on this. They've got plenty of time, 25 seconds on their last attack. It's 8 goals apiece. The youth team with Do Good in possession. Jack Fodor, he's a danger player. He needs to step up. Here we go, Do Good on the outside. They're pressing. Fodor, they take it down deep. They'll be happy with that. Do Good. Fodor. Valentine. They're running out of time. 3 seconds. Need to play it out. Where's Fodor? He's inside. He can't shoot. And that'll be the game. No, a timeout called by Foxy with probably 0.1 on the clock anyway. Wow. Foxy knows that he can send his goalkeeper as that 7th attacker. So it's a timeout called. So they'll throw the goalie up. They'll play with 7 in the field. Foxy asking how much time he's got left. He did call the timeout. There's no hooter and it's not an electronic. So over in FINA, they would have the Swiss timing guys checking the time of the timeout call. And Danny Bartels, he's a very, very experienced referee, part of the FINA panel. And done great things on pool deck, Danny Bartels. It's a timeout for the Aussies. They need to send the ball up quickly. The goalkeeper on the outside. What's he got in Foxy's? Put in the big outside shooter. Thomas Sirhan, has he got a... Someone's got to stay and receive the ball from the goalie. Somebody has to. And Sirhan, he's a big boy. They're probably going to do an alley-hoop. He needs to get closer to the cage. He's a 7-foot monster. Here we go. Shot, he can shoot it. And he throws it wide. And that'll be the end of the game. 8 goals apiece. A highly entertaining end to proceedings here. The Aussie youth team 8 against Queensland 8. I don't know how the countback will go on that one, on what a draw does for either team, but it was highly entertaining water polo to finish this day at Musgrave Park Pool. It's been highly entertaining to watch all these teams from the very first game, New South Wales against Victoria, to the very last game, which was Queensland up against the Aussie youth team. Just fantastic. Water polo is alive and well in front of some legends throughout the day. And 8 goals apiece, Queensland over the youth team. I'm Simon Daly. Enjoyed this.